Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are building Savannah's house for her in Happy Home Paradise. I'm so excited to share this build because honestly, I kind of snapped with this one. Like, Savannah deserves everything. She's one of my favorite horses and she asked me to take her to the Savannah. So we took her to the Savannah and the exterior is amazing. I love like the time of day and like the lighting and everything, but the interior, y'all are not ready for the interior. The interior, I want to live there. I want to be her roommate. How do I apply to be her roommate? I would like to be a resident here. But yeah, we're just working on the outside right now, and I'm also going to answer some questions from the Q&A. Thank you to everyone who sent in questions. Also, speaking of you guys, I almost am at 150 subscribers, which is just absolutely crazy. Thank you all so much. Sorry about the cars in the background. I know you can probably hear them, but I've tried everything. I really have. We're just gonna live with them now, and it's gonna be great. But yeah, let's get into some questions. I'm gonna try and disperse them throughout the video, but I'm probably gonna do a lot of them while we're doing the outside, just because the outside is slightly less interesting than the inside, though I do really quite like the outside. I love the we're gonna put down the wheat field object. Oh my god, the wheat field taking IG by storm. Everybody loves little wheat fields. We're all switching to like rural farm core now because of this object, which I don't mind. I mean, it's fun. We love it. We love to see it. I also love these new trees. I love the baobab trees and the cactuses. I don't know, it's just fun to have that sort of diversity in the game where you can like really build different sort of stuff. Everybody who did a desert core island, I love this for you. You deserve everything. Okay, let's get on to the questions. The first question I have is from my absolute bestie, Faye. Go follow Faye of Fire Faye on Instagram. I'll have it linked in the description. She is the one who makes my blanket fringe that I've been using literally this entire time. So she asked me about the pathing system in New Horizons versus in New Leaf, and said, do you find it easier to path it new way? Do you remember the old pathing grid? I think it's burned into my soul at this point, and I can't be the only one left who has it memorized still. And this is actually a very interesting question because I have a lot of thoughts about the pathing system in this game, and I do remember the old pathing system in New Leaf, and I honestly kind of miss it a little bit. Obviously, New Leaf had a lot less customization than New Horizons, and especially a lot less customization than Happy Home Paradise has in terms of pathing. But I think that using Happy Home Paradise has like revealed to me how annoying the pathing system can be. Oh, here comes the computer fan. She's here. She's back. We love her. But yeah, when I'm building in this and I have to switch between paths, especially like when I'm placing down a 9-tile path, it takes so long. Or even just like placing down a blanket that has 2 sides, like a little doormat, because you have to open the pathing thing, which you have to scroll through several different options to get to. And then you have to change the path, and then you have to place it down, and then you have to change it again every single time you want to use it. And that same thing happens when you're playing the regular game and you're working on your own island. Every time you want to change which piece of pathing that you're using, you have to go into a menu, grab it, and then do it again. And you don't realize how that annoying that is until like you're actually doing it, and then you like reflexively switch back to just opening your custom design app and like placing a path down. You're like, oh, that's so easy. Why am I not just doing this? And I just think it's really interesting how the game incentivizes you to use the in-game paths, but also like there's so many limitations to them. I don't know. I just find it really fascinating, like the things that like New Horizons wants you to do, as opposed to like the things that are possible or that you can do as a player. First of all, okay, this like bottle item, so beautiful, gorgeous, I love it. Secondly, we have to have this like 90s throwback auntie chair for Savannah. Love this for her. And you can see I put the wheat field sort of down mostly in the bottom right corner, but then a little bit in the top left as well, to sort of add like a little bit of balance. And then I put some weeds sort of scattered around the bottom left corner. I don't know, I just think it looks nice. Oh, and I put that bird for her too. We love a little bird. I think I put the bird inside too as well. And gave her a little drink. I love this build so much. But yeah, I don't know. It's so interesting to think about like the way that building has changed. It's just interesting to see, because in New Leaf, like obviously there was like a lot of focus on outside building compared to the previous games because of the public works projects, but the focus of the game was still like interiors. Like I spent so many hours on the interiors of my New Leaf house, and coming to New Horizons and like seeing people like not even touch interiors and just do the outside, it's absolutely not a bad thing. Like if that's how the game incentivizes you to build outdoors. But it's just interesting. Like it's just interesting how the game has changed. And here's I am changing the weather. Always remember to change the weather on your Happy Home Paradise builds to get the lighting that you want outdoors. Sometimes I forget and then I have to go back outside and change it. Okay. This next set of questions is from a new subscriber. Shout out to Ni Nguyen. I hope that I pronounced your name right. I really wanted to get it right, but if I did get it wrong, please let me know, because I wanna know your name. But they left a ton of questions, which was so sweet of them. So I'm gonna try to answer as many of them as I can. Their first question was, how long do you think you could survive in a zombie apocalypse? And the answer is 0. If you catch me in any type of apocalypse, let alone a zombie apocalypse, absolutely not. Absolutely not. What we're not going to do is stick around for that. If the world is ending, I'm ending. You will not be seeing me. Period. Anyways, what's your favorite food? That is a very difficult question because I do love to eat. I'll give you a couple of answers. I love seafood. I grew up on an island, so I'm a big fan of seafood. So I guess maybe some lobster, some crab. I love a little shellfish. What else? There's this sandwich at this deli near my house where I grew up called the Thanksgiving Day After. And it is the most delicious sandwich I've ever eaten in my life. It has like stuffing and cranberry sauce and turkey in it. It's so good. It's literally Thanksgiving leftovers in a sandwich. Ugh, I think about that sandwich all the time, every day of my life. We're on the interior. Okay. Well, I want to say one thing before I continue this food question. I have a trick with these that I mentioned in my last video to always make the interior smaller instead of bigger, like in The Sims, and I think that holds true in Animal Crossing. You will get frustrated if you make your house too big, and if you make it smaller, then you might, especially now that we can like scoot around stuff, then you might surprise yourself of like, oh, this actually works in a smaller space and I have to decorate less. So that's my pro tip. I'm also going to do this trick that I learned from Maya Crossing on Instagram, another account I have links below you can check out, where she makes like a window using the Sahara wallpapers and the dividers. Incredible, gorgeous, stunning, we love it. I tried it out first with Bubbles' house. She wanted like a beach house, and I gave her like a beach view. And Savannah's house, I really perfected it. This house, I'm not going to build another house as good, so don't get excited on the channel. You're going to see some great Happy Home Paradise houses. I've been loving this game mode so much. I think it really taps into the part of me that opens a Sims 4, builds a house, and then does not play in it at all, which is perfect. But yeah, this house I really snapped. Still one of the best houses I've ever done. If you want to give it a tour, check out my creator code in the description. Anyways, we got distracted from the food question. I think my third favorite food, probably, when I put down this mat for like the deck, a genius. I'm sorry, I'm just really proud of this house. I think it turned out really good. Third favorite food. I really love Korean food. I grew up eating a lot of Korean food. So I think my third favorite is probably tteokbokki. And I guess if I had a fourth favorite food, it would just be juice. I love juice. I just talked a lot about food that I like, but to be honest, like, I mostly just consume liquids. I'm a big fan of a little Starbucks drink. Dunkin' Donuts has some really great drinks, actually. The peach passion fruit refresher at Dunkin', highly recommend. Way cheaper than Starbucks, bigger than Starbucks, delicious. But yeah, those are my favorite foods off the top of my head. Favorite book slash book series. I've been reading a lot of manga recently. I love manga. I love graphic novels. Oh my god, that's such a hard question. I guess from my childhood, probably A Wrinkle in Time. I love those. I was going through a phase when Harry Potter, J.K. Rowling, gross, but I was going through a phase when Harry Potter was popping off where I refused to read books about boys because I was like, I'm not a boy. I don't want to read a book about stinky boys. So I read A Wrinkle in Time instead, and I absolutely loved it. So if you're a child, which statistically a lot of you probably are, hi children, be careful on the internet, okay? It's not safe out here. Watch out. But yeah, try A Wrinkle in Time. You will like it. What else? I think, okay, I'll recommend Check Please, the webcomic slash graphic novel about hockey and love and pie, delicious pie. Yeah, that's I'll say that's my favorite book series. Rainy days or sunny days or cloudy days? Rainy days. I love rain. I think it's so fun. Favorite drink? There we go. Right now, it's that drink from Dunkin'. Absolutely delicious. I'm obsessed with it. Oh my god, what's my favorite? Oh, no, bubble tea. I love boba. I spend a lot of money on boba. It's very embarrassing. Favorite color? I usually default to purple, but it's probably blue or green. I'm that girl who's like, oh, I love sage green. Very annoying, I know. As we've established already, terrible personality. What name do you wish you could have? Honestly, I used to not like my name when I was a kid, and I would think up other names, but now that I'm older, I kind of love my name. I don't know. There's not a lot of people named Natalie, so, or there's like a medium amount of people named Natalie. Like I don't meet other Natalies on a day-to-day basis, and it's like a very like old-timey name. Like I think someone told me once that like it sounds like the name of like an old famous actress. That with my last name, which you don't need to know. Mind your business. What are your hobbies? I love to write. I love to obviously make videos and be creative. I'm not very good at drawing, but I do love to do a little watercolor. What else? I'm a gamer. I love to game. Once again, very obvious. I love photography. That's been a lifelong hobby of mine. I don't know. Here, I was trying to experiment with like these birds to make it look like birds were flying. I don't know if I kept them. I think I got rid of them because of like the visual clutter. But it's a fun idea to have a little bird moment. I just don't like how they're the same level. So it's like you can't place down more than one because they're the same. I don't know. I try my best. Isn't this deck like immaculate? Like the way I did the moss green rug and the wheat and like the rug underneath the table and the plants, and you can see them through the little window. I'm a big brain genius. Like, look at me. This is my magnum opus. You're not gonna get something better than this on this channel, period. I'm sorry. Unsubscribe, unlike, dislike. I don't know. I've peaked here. I really have. My Animal Crossing career has peaked. And Nee's last question was favorite holiday / time of year. Halloween, period. Halloween's the best holiday. It's the most fun. I love a little dress up. As we all know, I was Zero Sweet Samus this year for Halloween. It was a lot of fun. It really hurt my feet, but it was worth it. I looked great. Halloween's the best holiday. And my birthday, obviously. A lot of people aren't fans of summer, and I understand that. I, of all people, I live in Atlanta. I understand summer, a little insufferable, but I love, like, summertime, just, like, the vibe, and, like, going swimming in the middle of the day, going to a lake, and just jumping in a lake. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. I miss that. I miss that because of COVID. I wasn't able to travel for the last... I traveled this summer, but not like for fun reasons. It was for serious reasons. I guess the answer was all seasons because my birthday is in February, Halloween is in fall, and then I also answered summer. So that's not a very good answer. But yeah, thank you for your questions, Nee. I really appreciate them. And welcome to our little channel fam. I don't know what to call us. I've been thinking about a lot of stuff, like starting at Discord and all this other, but I don't know. I like I said, this is all new for me, so I'm still getting used to it. Here, let's talk about the build a little bit. Okay, first of all, this vintage furniture, incredible, impeccable. We love to see it. The Nordic furniture, stunning, incredible. I love it. I love everything about it. I love these little dividers. I love all the warm chocolate browns in this space, like the light wood wallpaper and then the dark wood everything else. I love like using the wall piece, what's it called, the divider wall, and putting the wood burning stove up against it. I'm a genius. I don't know. This space is very mature, you know. I've been seeing a lot of builds like this on Instagram of like things that don't really look like they're in Animal Crossing, like things that look like they're from The Sims, which is really great and fun, and I love it. I don't know. It's just funny, you know, to think about, because it's like I'm making this incredible, like beautiful, mature space, and it's for a zebra, you know, like. Obviously, people were doing... Let's not pretend people weren't doing stuff like this in New Leaf. I was doing stuff like this in New Leaf. You know what? Maybe for 200 subscribers, we can do a little exploration of my New Leaf house. I'll have to set up a camcorder to record the screen, because screen recording on a 3DS or any Nintendo DS, woof. It's difficult, trust me. I've looked it up. So maybe, you know, we'll do a little New Leaf tour. That'll be fun. That'll be a fun time. Maybe we'll do that. But yeah, I was absolutely doing that. My New Leaf house is very extra. But I just think it's funny because there are so many different design philosophies in Animal Crossing, especially now with this new game that is so design focused. And I just remember the days where like everyone's goal was just to have the highest Happy Home Academy score possible. And so you'd have like a room that was just mermaid furniture, or a room that was just Gracie Grace furniture. I don't know. Do you guys remember that? Any OG players? Like that was just like the vibe in the past. I don't know. And I don't know for how it worked with City Folk. I played City Folk. I played online with my friend Daniel when I was in elementary school. But I was a little kid and I wasn't allowed to just like talk to strangers on video games, so I didn't have any other friends on that game. So I don't know what like the vibe was in City Folk fandom in terms of like how other people's houses looked, or like trying to get the highest score possible. But like if you were around back then playing online, let me know. I'm very curious. This like deer head thing doesn't stay. It just was not fitting my vibe. And also I think later on I moved down that little boomerang. I never used that. How many times have you ever used the boomerang in your house? There are just some recipes that like I don't know. They just don't speak to me. Here I am experimenting with some lights. That rug too. I feel like I talked about that in my other build, the cowskin rug. Immaculate, stunning. We love to see it. It's just great. Here's me absolutely struggling with a table runner. I don't remember what table runner I picked. I feel like I picked like a super neutral one, but I genuinely cannot remember. And I think I changed the chairs back to like the brown. It's a little matchy, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of wish that I had done like more of a pop of color, but still, honestly, I really outdid myself with this house. Savannah, you deserve it, girl. I love you. I'm not a big fan of the horses. They're definitely not my favorite, but I do have a soft spot for some of them. Buck in New Leaf, we had a little back and forth. Everyone, obviously, my New Leaf husband is Chatter. We all know this. Chatter, my little cheese boy. He threw me my birthday party the last time I played my birthday in New Leaf before New Horizons came out, and it brought me to tears. Love that man. But Buck and I had something. I really think that we did. And I love him for that. So yeah, Buck, love that guy. But yeah, the horses are cute. I don't really know if I dislike any specific species in Animal Crossing. I don't particularly like the pigs, though I did have Rasher in New Leaf, so I am pretty fond of Rasher. Oh, God, it's hard for me to think. I like the gorillas a lot. A lot of people don't like the gorillas, but I'm a big fan. If I had a second town, I would absolutely have Pee-wee in my town. Speaking of Pee-wee, I have a lot more Happy Home Paradise content coming out because I've been really enjoying this game mode. That's why you're getting a Happy Home Paradise video on a Wednesday. Normally I would have a My Island video on a Wednesday, but I'm still working on that build. It'll take me a while, and I cleaned my whole room yesterday. It was a whole thing. But yeah, you're gonna see a lot more Happy Home Paradise building on this channel. And the other day I was playing, and Pee-wee and I think it was Al. It was Al. They both showed up on the same day. Pee-wee wanted a gym to work out in, and Al also wanted a gym to work out in, but he specifically said he wanted a place to do gymnastics with his future children. And I was like, oh my god, gorilla marriage. They're married, they own a gym together, they have kids, they do gymnastics with their kids. This is incredible. I love this for them. And then later, once again, shout out to my friend Faye, I was talking to her, and she was saying how she has Lily and Molly living together in Happy Home Paradise, and they have a little pond that they can swim in together. And, you know, I don't know. She hasn't said, and, you know, love may blossom in the future. So, obviously we know about the Marshall, Coco, Genji love triangle, which has now become a square with Fuchsia also in it. And the triangle, it's over. I mean, Fuchsia and Coco are together, and Marshall and Genji are together. Are any of your villagers, either on your island or in Happy Home Paradise, having any romantic developments? I'm curious. I'm very curious. I love that type of villager drama. You know, you have to it's not artificial necessarily, but like you gotta read into some things to get that type of drama in the later games. In the earlier games, they were having drama all on their own. They loved a little bit of drama in GameCube and Wild World, and even in City Folk. But yeah, are any of your villagers having drama? I genuinely want to hear about it. I love getting in some drama, especially Animal Crossing drama. I love it. We're actually about to get to the end of the build, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I love this build so much, and I'm so glad that I finally got to share with you. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted questions and who subscribed in the past week or the past month or the past year. I appreciate you all so much. And there's going to be a new video on Friday. It's going to be another Happy Home Paradise video. And then next week, we'll be back to working on my own island. So I'm super excited for that. Once again, thank you all so much for watching and subscribing and commenting and everything. It means so much to me. Enjoy the little video of Savannah's house. And I'll see you all again on Friday. Bye!